the thing I think that keeps the NFL going, and why the NFL right now in America is the most popular sport, is that every single year there are surprises for both good and bad. In terms of records, those surprise teams jump out. And you know what? The 49ers are making me a believer. You look bored, man. What's your deal? Alright, man. Well,
I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay, I dig the Niners, man. First of all, they play great defense. Second of all, they run the ball. I don't know that I love Alex Smith, but I will say this. I like what Trey Wingo said. He said, you know, the 49ers offense is portable. And all that means is, if you play in a dome, you can run the ball. If you play outside and it's warm, you can run the ball. If you play outside and it's cold, you can run the ball. Alright? You can run the ball no matter where you play. The 49ers have a big physical offensive line. It's young, it's developing. They're not perfect. They have a good line. They run the football. They throw to both tight ends, Vernon Davis and Delaney, who caught the game winner last week. And you know, man, I just love their defense. Patrick Willis, everybody knows about. Probably, you know, you have to think he's at least in the conversation for best inside linebacker in the NFL. And Navarro Bowman has stepped up. Guy out of Penn State. He's played really well. He's super athletic. And their outside linebackers, Alton Smith gets after the quarterback. And Justin Smith on the defensive line does the same thing. I love their defense.
I love Justin Smith.
Yeah, hey, he's a hustler, man.
Dude, man crush. Right there with Clay Matthews. I love me some Clay Matthews and some Justin.
I wouldn't say that wearing the fat suit, but I can understand that. That's fine. Justin Smith, hey, he made that hustle play against the Eagles where he forced the fumble. Got him some recognition, and hey, he's been great, man. So what about the bad?
The bad this week, I'm not sure if you kids heard or not, Rex Ryan, breaking news, is shooting his mouth off once again. Came down the wire, somebody was interviewing my man Rex, and he said, looking at the San Diego team, he said a couple years back, if he were the coach, if he would have taken that job back in 07, he would have had a couple rings, not rings, plural. Like the dude would have won a couple Super Bowls. Listen, Rex. All this talk, all this bravado, all this puffing your chest up. Dude, it's got to stop. You're a 3-3 team. Rex, first of all, yeah, those Charger teams were loaded LT. I mean, LT in his heyday. I'm not talking washed up Jets LT. I'm talking LT breaking necks, writing checks. Okay? Listen, Rex, if you think that you're going to go with San Diego and take that team to Super Bowls, who knows? That's as good as Fawva or I saying that we could take the team. You got no pelts on the wall. You got no credibility. Quit shooting your mouth off. But, as much as I hate a Rottweiler chewed my neck, Norv Turner, the dude can call an offensive game. But, he had a great rebuttal. He said, well, if Rex thinks he can win them Super Bowls, then where's all his rings from the last couple guarantees he's been saying the last couple years? My bad is definitely the coaches doing all this talking, especially the FUPA up in the New York Jets. The dude's got to stop. I can't take it anymore. That's my bad for the week.
And as for the ugly, it seems like Brandon Merriweather keeps coming up over and over again. Benched by the Bears, he continues with, you know, cheap shots, dirty hits, and really even his quality of play has declined. And you know, Jason, you made a good point when we were speaking earlier. The image that you have of Brandon Merriweather is when he played for Miami and there was that brawl. And he's out there swinging a helmet and kicking a guy at the same time. Stomping on a guy's arm or
American
leg.
History X stomping.
I mean, just handing out beatdowns. And hey, if you want to go and be in the WWE, that's awesome, man. I mean, make sure you pick up the blue chair, not the black one.
He's got the dreads for it.
He does. He does have the dreads. He has the athletic ability, too. But hey, love that he's benched. Deserve what he got. You know, he's got to stop being dirty. And you know what? For the Patriots to cut a guy that was a Pro Bowler last year, that tells you there's probably even more things going on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Kudos to the Bears for benching him. And, you know, guys like that don't set a good example of people being benched. Another big topic in the NFL this week, everybody's heard about it. The Raiders doing what they do best, pulling something crazy out and pulling off a big trade. And we won't know how big this is till a couple weeks down the road, but trading a first-round pick and a second-round pick that could turn into a first-round pick for Carson Palmer. Now, Jason, from what I've heard from you, you don't really see the benefit of the trade to the Raiders.
I don't know, man. It's got its good and it's got its bad, but this cat's going to talk about the bad. I think it's bad right now. The Bengals, yeah, Jeff said they could load up in the draft. They could get 2 number 1s from this. They got the quarterback hopefully this year. They got A.J. Green. Some nice pieces in place. The defense is coming around. However, the Raiders, God rest his soul, Al Davis is smiling from heaven because he says, man, they're doing exactly what I would have done. Being crazy and stuff. Just win, baby. Just win, baby. Well, you know what? 2 1s for a 32-year-old quarterback who's going to be 33 come draft, who's Tommy John. We don't even know if he's good yet. He says he's healthy. He says he's ready to go. But it's not like he was lighting the world on fire last year, and then they're going to go and sell the farm for Carson Palmer. I don't know, man. We're AFC West dudes, so, you know, we hate the Raiders, but I just don't think it's good right now.
See, my perspective is, and I can appreciate some of the things you're saying. It's definitely a risk. But the Raiders, this is how the Raiders feel. The Raiders feel as though right now they have a Super Bowl contending team if they have a quarterback. I'm not saying I agree with that. But what I am saying is that's how the Raiders feel about their roster right now. They look over the team they have and they say, you know what, we run the ball with Darren McFadden. We know Palmer can hand off to Darren McFadden. And what the Raiders are hoping, they love that vertical passing game. They want to play action. They want to throw to all those speedy receivers. And they want to get down the football field. Now, let's just, you know, playing devil's advocate, let's say, yes, Palmer is healthy. What can he do? He can throw the ball down the field if he's healthy. He has a great deep ball, sells a good play-action pass. And, you know, let's be honest here. Much as it pains us, the AFC West is not the talk of the town right now. I mean, the Broncos and Chiefs, you know, if nothing else, I appreciate this move because I look at my favorite team and I say, if there was an opportunity to be a Super Bowl contender, I don't know that they would take it. They'd stick with Matt Castle, who, in case anyone forgot, threw an interception on a screen pass because he got his left guard mixed up with his running back.
Who's black?
And the guard's white. So, not an impressive play. But my point is, they at least you have to appreciate from a fan's perspective, they're trying. They're making that move that instills confidence in their team and their fans, because everyone in that organization now is saying, yes, we believe in each other, we're making that run for the Super Bowl. For better or worse, they're at least making that move to try to make that run. So I can appreciate it from that perspective.
Alright, let's get into these picks, kids. Let's get into these picks. We're going to Detroit, Motor City, coming off the Schwartz.
I have.
You never saw? Oh my god, I can't think of the movie. Star Wars.
Star Wars guy now.
I digress. Going to Detroit, Rock City, Atlanta, Dirty Birds. Dirty Birds going to Detroit. Listen, I like Megatron. I like Stafford. They're coming back off a rebound. San Fran's came in, upset him in the Motor City. Atlanta, Roddy White. I got you on my fantasy, about to blow up. Julio Jones coming to town. I don't like Detroit. I like Atlanta coming back. Detroit's going to be a bounce back game. I like Atlanta though. Atlanta by a tight one. 3.
Good pick. Now I'm going to have the Jets and the Chargers. And speaking of fantasy teams, I have Mark Sanchez as my backup. And I think he's going to stay there. You know, this Jets offense has been a disaster. Their offensive line isn't playing as well. They can't run the ball anymore. Love LT, but he's way past his prime. Sean Green isn't really playing that well. Now, my only concern is the Chargers are that team that just turns the ball over at the worst possible times.
But we love that.
We love it. Yeah, oh yeah, of course. I mean, as a Chiefs fan, and you as well, yeah, we love seeing that.
I love it, Phyllis.
But, you know, I'm going to take the Jets only because of this. Because I think the Jets defense can make enough plays to win them that game. Just because I think Phillip Rivers, the good and the bad with him is he gets on a roll and makes big plays. The bad is sometimes he gets a little loose with the football. And the last 2 corners you want to get loose with the football with are Cromartie and Revis. Because not only will both of them intercept the ball, they know what to do with it once they've picked it off. I'm going to say the Jets win in a 24-17 type game. 7-point difference.
Ooh, that's a big pick. I like that. I like that. We're going to Tampa Bay, down to the pirate ship, down to the Bucks. I'm talking young team. I love it. Everybody but Rondé is illegal to drink. I love it. All them kids down there coming together. Raheem Morris still got diapers on. These guys are awesome.
They have a big cannon on their boat.
They got a big cannon on their boat. You know who else has a big cannon? Josh Freeman. Dude's got a cannon for an arm.
The starter on my fantasy team.
The starter.
Yes.
He's got a cannon for an arm. Josh Freeman, Preston Parker, Aurelius Ben, the big dude, Mike, everybody's named Williams. I like Tampa in this. Jay Cutler coming back to Tampa Bay. Sorry I don't have the bear this week, kids. He's upstairs. He's nursing that hip because he got smoked by Jared Allen a couple times. Hey, I like the Bears, but I like Tampa even more. Big emotional win for Raheem Morris and the Bucks. I like Tampa by 10.
And our next game is Indy at New Orleans. This would have been such a great game had Peyton Manning stayed healthy. And you know what? I don't think Curtis Painter's terrible. I think he'll do enough to keep him in the game in the first half. But you know what? If your defense is giving up 250-plus yards and 4 touchdowns to Matt Castle, I don't even want to see what Drew Brees is going to do out there. Now, the other side of this is Brees, he's been throwing a bunch of picks. I think this is the game where maybe he gets it together, plays a little bit more efficient, less risky. Now, I don't think New Orleans is going to destroy Indy, but I'm still going to go double digits, 30-10. The Saints are going to find a way to beat the Colts.
Easily. The Big Easy? It's in the Big Easy, right?
And this is getting close to Halloween.
Ooh, that crowd's going to be a ruckus. They're going to have some crawfish.
But maybe Curtis Painter will dress up like a quarterback.
Maybe he'll cut that raggedy hair he's got. I don't know. He kind of.
I'm sticking 30-20, man.
30-20. All right, we're going to Jacksonville. Monday Night Football. This could be good, but the only good team on the field is the one in purple. Yeah, I said it. The Baltimore Ravens. Ravens coming off a big win. I don't get into power rankings, but a lot of you cats out there like Baltimore, 1 or 2, depending on who you read. Baltimore's got the quarterback. Ray Rice is playing out of his mind. Starting to get the balls to those receivers on the edge. Bolden owning the middle. Torrey Smith on the outside. This guy's blazing, burning fast. He's got hot pumps in his feet. This guy, I'm telling you, he's going to set it off. He blows the top off the defense. He really spreads it out for Flacco. The defense, floating not it. Maybe, I'm going out on him, dude. Best defensive player in the game. Peloti Nata. Peloti Nata. Forget that name? No, don't forget that name. He is the best defensive player in the game right now. He's going to own that Jacksonville line of scrimmage. Blaine Gabbert, you're up for a long, long game, my friend. Jacksonville, you said you sold out the game for Monday Night Football. Don't tell me you sold it out when I see more green seats than I do human beings. Baltimore in a big way, 21-7. No, that's not a big way. Baltimore, 37-6.
Yikes. Okay, even bigger. And the other thing that with Baltimore, Terrence Cody's coming along, man.
Yeah.
He's playing some good ball. That's another enormous body to keep guys off red loose.
Yep.
Now I'm going to get going with our last pick. Kansas City at Oakland. Used to be a great rivalry until both teams started stinking. Last year the Raiders owned the AFC West. They were 6-0 in the AFC West. As a homer, I want to say Jackie Battle got it going. Castle played a good game. Tamba Hali's going to get after the quarterback. But as a realist, here's what I see. I see the Raiders starting Carson Palmer. And Hugh Jackson, for any faults he may have, is a good offensive mind. He's smart enough to say, Carson Palmer's going to be rusty, so I'm going to rely on Darren McFadden. The Chiefs are giving up 119 yards a game to the ground. Darren McFadden's going to run the football. I hate to say this. This kills me. And I think what the difference in the game is going to be that one big play Palmer makes. It might be Jacoby Ford. It might be Morris. It might be Hayward Bay. But one of those fast receivers will make one play that'll sink the Chiefs. It'll be a close game. 24-17. The Raiders are going to pull this one out. It hurts me to say it. Seriously, my heart might stop there for a second. It might have. But I refuse to be a homer. I just refuse to be a homer.
It's got my heart pumping with this prediction.
I know, I died inside a little bit. But I've just got to be real, man.
Well, that's what we do here on the Fawva and Pinto Bean Show. We keep it real.